Hi, I'm Coach Pav and welcome to this video which explains the differences between manual and automatic replanning and how you can get the most from them both. Replanning is one of the most powerful tools in Human Go. Essentially, when you start a replan, Hugo is looking at what you've completed over a set period of time versus what was originally planned and realigning. This is a lot more than just moving around missed workouts or adjusting the week based on availability. Consider if you were supposed to go out and do a easy recovery ride yesterday, but as happens, you go out, you bump into a few buddies, and it quickly turns into a 2-hour absolute chain gang, high intensity effort, and you've done something completely different. When you replan, Hugo's going to look at what you did, the time, the load, the time in zone, and it's going to see that versus what was planned for a bigger period of time. So you might find that actually the week changes based in this scenario, and the rest of the week is a little bit easier to compensate and balance that time in zone. There are a few ways in which a replan can be automatically started. If you add a new goal or you configure your training week, this will require a replan and will happen automatically. Now, there are other times when this could happen depending on how you are following the plan. So I want to quickly show you, if you go to settings and then Hugo settings, as you can see, I have auto replan turned off. Now this is because I've spent well over 10 years as a coach and I understand and know when I should be replanning myself. However, I recommend that unless you are experienced and knowledgeable enough, you just leave this on, and Hugo will replan whenever Hugo thinks it's necessary. Of course, you can also replan yourself. To do that, why don't we take a look at the plan screen? And if you click the configure button in the bottom right, replan third up from bottom, here you can pick a date range or the goal or all of your training as a replan. Sometimes though, you might want to keep some workouts. If you've manually added anything, you've joined a group workout or recurring workout, these won't be changed unless you unlock them. So as you can see with this one, this is one that I've self-created, and therefore Hugo's not going to adjust this or change it when you do a replan. Similarly, if you join group workouts or you're invited by a friend to do a workout, you should always replan after accepting that invitation or adding it to your calendar. So if you want to just make sure that Hugo doesn't make any changes to any workouts that you want to keep, for example, let's look at this run that I have on Saturday. Let's say I want to do this, even though I'm going to replan. If I click the 3 vertical dots in the top right and then lock, this will make sure that Hugo doesn't alter this should I replan. And then you see the little lock icon in the top right of that card indicates that the lock is on. And I can unlock in the exact same way. So then when I go in this circumstance and I launch a replan, at the end of this replan, now that workout might be moved. Thank you for watching this video.